Hey, welcome back to Turbo Talk. I hope you liked my welcome back episode with the eyeball and the mouth and the beard. I thought it was kind of cool. I couldn't figure out how to do anything different, and I thought the message was pretty clear, so I just went ahead and put the video out there. I hope you actually enjoyed it. I'm sitting in a teakle shop. Yeah, and you probably haven't heard it yet because I haven't told it. And if I had, I forgot. But I got a 1966 Delta 88 convertible Oldsmobile since I talked to you last. Yeah, it was right here. Oh, man. Right here in the teakle shop, right here with me. Anyway, so nonetheless, I needed to make a video tonight because I just, man, just still waiting on the courts to decide if the law is just or just fair or political. What I mean is that you might or might not know, but I've been in a lawsuit with the town of Ellisville because my neighbor decided to call, well, everybody there was to call on if you can try to get somebody in trouble. If there was, I have had the sanitation department, I've had the animal control, I have had actually research department, I have actually, the historic, and then now the town of Ellisville, and then the town of Ellisville is the only one that bit in because somehow or another Jim says he's political. And so anyway, the town of Ellisville, nonetheless. And so here we are. I'm sitting here waiting now. So I went to court. I went to a trial. I was being charged by the town of Ellisville for building too close to the property line setback, which in Ellisville is 10 feet. But I didn't. I got charged with I was being trialed for building without a permit. Well, if anybody knows me, and if you looked at anything that I haven't built anything yet. That's the part that's kind of difficult for the judge. Maybe, whatever. Maybe the judge is actually really just. But anyway, I tried to explain it to the prosecution, its attorney. She didn't know the difference between erection and construction. I'm sorry. You must know those differences. But anyway, long story short, so what we got here is today is actually 2 days shy of 30 days from the time that the lawyers had to put their stuff together. But I actually got to sit through a real live trial, and I've got trialed for building too close to the property line setback of 10 feet, which I have not, and building without a permit, but I'm not required because I actually haven't really even built anything yet. And then I had parking in the yard, and of course, we beat that one up with like a dead horse. And then I also had debris and showing, storing debris and stuff that shouldn't be stored outside. And of course I showed them that all that was actually artwork. And then the last one that they sued me for was storing outside materials. So I had 5 counts. So anyway, according to my think of the law, is that they had to prove that all these things were correct, and they couldn't prove any of them. I have not. I'm the only one who knows where the property line is, and I can show them all day long with the tape measure. They don't want to see, and so, and then the next thing is that if they don't even know what it is. They kept calling it a fence. And so I'm allowed to build a fence without a permit. So I don't understand that one. But the thing of it is that they're saying that, well, I'm building it taller than 6 feet. Well, if I'm within the property setback, it doesn't matter how big I build my fence. But it's not even a fence. It's a wall. I built walls all the way around my property with recycled materials. I erected them. I put them together. I just took them the way they were and stood them up. There was no calculations. There was no measurements. There was just standing up on the property line. The only thing I knew was where the property line was, and I stood it up. But now I gotta wait for the judge. So here's what this is the turbo talk. All right, so my hope is for a judge that is actually simply just. I know that there are judges out there that are fair. I don't want a fair judge. I want a just judge. And then there's judges out there that are very political, and I don't want one of those either. So nonetheless, what I'm saying is that wouldn't it be much better if we could actually stand in front of somebody who is just? Or do we want to stand in front of somebody that's fair? Or do we want to stand in front of somebody that's political? So that brings in, actually, there are three sides of the triad in a different angle, but whatever. Those are your three choices, and nonetheless, I would choose justice. Alright, so somehow or another, you know, all the other things have got to play a factor, because if they didn't play a factor, then they didn't exist, and they would have to exist because, well, first of all, the judge got elected in. So you can't remove politics. And the reason why he got elected in is because he was a pretty fair guy. And so you can't rule out fairness. But what we're really hoping for is that he's standing up there for what the law says and what is just. So I hope for the best. And I hope for the best for you. I do my best. I will always do my best. That's a whole other conversation and many more conversations. I want you to be your best, because that's all you can do. So why not do it? Hey, thanks for watching. This is a Turbo Talk. Yeah. I'm not really sure what to call it yet, but I'll figure it out. I think it's kind of like just fair political. You know, we got to be part of all of it. But and sometimes, you know, you do actually want to be on one side or the other, right? Man, what's fair? What's fair? What's just? You know, what's everybody wanting? Okay, well, all that stuff brought into the law in the first place. And so if there's a law I have to live by, then I think everybody else should have to live by it too. That's what I think. Or otherwise, what is the reason for the law? Just so I'll follow it? Or break it? That's what it is. Thanks again. Be your best. Goodbye.